that I made. Yeah, Paul, it's been forever, truly. It definitely has been more than a while. Hope you're doing well. Beautiful people. I just realized people in Starbucks do not want to be recorded. So let's keep this on me. Join me for tea. Yes, and coffee, Antonia. Good morning, Ticia. How are you? Been ages. How are you doing, girl? Chai here with coconut milk. It is my new little favorite. Mm, 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 mm. Never been to Deja Brew. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see where is Deja Brew. Push speed. I think I think we go to Deja Brew tomorrow. On Friday, try. Mm, that sounds good. Decor looks amazing. And I'm a little embarrassed that it says 1 year ago, but truthfully, I haven't been out and about in a while, so no surprise that I don't know where this is. But we will enjoy it tomorrow, to tell you that. Oh, okay. You know what? I love a good croissant because when I was younger, it was with the home economics. I I added that to one of the things that I could make for economics practicals. And being the person that I am, I absolutely tried it before. So I tried to make it at home. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Good thing I did that. I took it off. That is something difficult to do. Trust me, to get that the perfect amount of flaky without too much of butter. Um, your quality. Okay. All right, TCO. I will take the lives over to what are you doing at quality? Are you spending some time or are you just stopping by? Because then if I move, we have to be spending some time and catching up. So tell me that first. And if you are spending some time, we could join this live together and have a whole little tea chat. I would love that because I haven't seen you in such a long time and I want to know how's business. And so tell me that you're across there. Tell me that you're across there for a while and I will be across there. Hello, good morning. Gentlemen, this is Sam Cozy. But just reminds guys, just know it's because I'm looking over to the quality now because my girl is a franchisee of Liberty. So guess what? Guess where I'm going? And guess what we're going? It's a franchisee, you know. I'm gonna pack myself. I'm gonna cross the pond to famous Picia and to see. Guess who's coming with me? Yeah. Okay. So let's go. This just got interesting. Let me just all right, everybody. So sometimes in life, the weird stuff, okay, the glasses are for good people. The weird stuff happens just because I decided I wanted to go live today. I didn't want to sit there and have my tea alone. So I decided, you know what? I haven't been on social media for a while. Not to mention, for the first time in like 3 years, not log in, but just, scroll Facebook and realize you guys never really left Facebook, you know. I left Facebook and I went to other platforms. So it seems like nobody else left Facebook. And there's Miss Ticia. Wait a minute. Guys, this is such a crazy story because there is Miss Ticia. All because I decided to go live. Now I know Ticia owns quality. Oh, it's a franchisee of quality. So we're gonna sit down here and you're gonna explain this to me while I walking up to you. You're gonna explain this to me. How are you? I tell you, I just sit down there. I'm just bored. I'm like, listen. So hold on. What's- I don't even know how to do this now because I didn't plan for all of this. I just planned to this, have some tea, test out my new what is called this a selfie stick. And I'm like, okay, test out my new selfie stick and see. Yes. Uh-huh. Right. Like, I love cherries. I didn't even no. Listen. So here's the thing about social media that sometimes I forget. So I am literally last night just there, and I get on Facebook and I'm realizing, wait a minute, people are still posting on Facebook. Facebook is still the place to be. You were still post on this one. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So I'm sitting over there and I'm saying, let me go live on Facebook. I haven't gone live on Facebook in oh time. It's almost 5 years. Yeah. We're in 2025. I did that the same way I that was during the pandemic. Yes. That's a very long time. So tell me first of all, the last time I saw you, you were in you were in Duncan Street. It's not like, all right, let me put on me. So I saw you were in Duncan Street. What did I miss? 5 years. Fill me in. Yeah. COVID happened. COVID, yeah. Hmm. Right. I'm just pulling it out. I'm pulling it away from my face, right? So that people can see my face. 'Cause I- this is not how I expected this to go. Oh, that's that's since last year. um, October. It and last week, but session from last year. First of all, forget your hair. Let's forget about the hair because nobody cares about your hair, right? Nobody cares about your hair, TCR. You know what I want? You know what I want to care about? And what I want people to care about is the fact that here you are. When I knew you, of course, it was stationary. Yeah. And rightfully so, COVID happened to the best of us. And most of us don't realize it's been 5 years because it doesn't feel like 5 years. Um, It doesn't feel like 5 years. I kind of feel like how you feel without the pivot. I was talking to somebody this morning and I'm saying I moved from one thing, but I didn't move to something else. So I'm kind of in between just and the sad thing is the things I thought I would like, they just didn't, they're not giving the satisfaction that it was, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. Right. Right. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Same. Same. So there are customers like I was sitting in Starbucks and somebody said, "Hey, I need your expertise. I'm gonna be away this weekend, but can I see you next week?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll see you next week." But it's from a place of I'll do what I need to do to help you to get to where you need to be. It's not from a place of, oh, this is my business, it's a client, and cares. What do you need, my friend? That's where it's from. What do you need, my friend? And whatever you need, let me do my best to sort you out. But you said when you retired, you wanted a restaurant. Do you know that's the same dream I had? My family has been my family has been in food since I could remember. So two things: food, mining, mechanics. I did mining. I worked abroad in food, loved it. Always thought I wanted to own my own restaurant one day. Never said I wanted to retire with a restaurant, but said I wanted to own my own restaurant one day. One day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. You want to know something? You want to know something funny? You want to know something? Let me tell you something. So, 2 days ago, Monday afternoon, my daughter and I pick her up from school. We're heading home. And she's like, can I have ice cream? I'm like, but baby, I made ice cream for you. I did my little magic. I want, I want the child to use more yogurt. So I am like, uh, I did my thing. And I said, okay, girl, somebody's saying that they're not hearing. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. Y'all only hearing me? Oh, shucks. Hold on. Is the headphones that are Hold on. I think let me clean it for you. They're only hearing my side of the conversation. Can you guys tell me if you're hearing Tisia's side of the conversation now? Anika, could you tell me if you're hearing Tisia's side of the conversation now? Tisia? Well, what? Listen, guys, we're winging it. We're gonna get better at it at some point. We're winging it. Yeah, 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 because I was across the lot. Oh Lord, she is low. All right, let me see. Is this better? No, Anika? Is this better? Mm, it hasn't responded yet. Sorry. Oh goodness, I'm so upset with y'all, miss. It's the internet. I missed it. Okay, so here's what I here. It's still live. And then I am also going to take the headphones off. Yes. Let's do this. What about now? Anika, you can tell us if we're better now. But yeah.
Hi, Anika.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, she's hearing now.
Good. Okay, good. All right. 20, 25. Just randomly opening my phone and deciding I'm gonna have tea. Good. So you were franchise. How does that even happen?
Okay, so here's the gig. I was at home. After everything happened, I was at home for a while. I actually, when I closed, I wasn't doing anything. Whatever come that I was doing, stationery had to a very big plunger for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I knew I had to do something. I was still doing that because I do events. I was still doing event. That time I was doing events more because everybody was home and everybody keeping their parties.
Yes,
At
yes, yes.
home.
Everybody wants a
So
nice photo
event
shoot for the
pop
birthday.
off. So I
Correct.
was doing the event thing, and then in the not being me because events is here and there in and out, and I like being me. I was on the move for me, always out there. Anyhow, so that while I was doing that, my friend Livia.
Yes, Livia.
You know
Oh,
Livia.
God, girl.
Livia, we were looking at spots, exploring different things. But you see, you can cook. Why you don't do this? So I started doing cooking from the kitchen home.
All right.
Advertise on my WhatsApp, take orders, sell. They would buy pastries and these things, and they would order and so on. but not much on a big scale. I was doing that on a small scale, but it was paying the bills. So while I was doing that, Anika and Livia, the two of them, the two of them don't let me be. Why you don't do foods? You like to this, you should cook, you could cook what this chopping is if they buy something and it didn't taste good. I used to get cussed out. Now it's me fault you go and buy something and didn't taste good.
Yes, because you could do better. And we're doing sitting down on your
I used to
talents.
get cussed out for it.
Facts. I agree. 1000%. Because look at what you got me eating.
This chopping this and this one could cook better. And then if they go somewhere to buy something, they ain't gonna shy away from letting me know that they went here and this is where and all this morning. So like, so we started looking for a spot where we can do. If Livy drive past and she see something, someone, hey, I see this. If Anika pass and she see, hey, girl, I see X, Y, Z, and so they used to have me, and so we used to be looking for a spot. So one day, somebody was reached out to Livia for her. So this place was up. Actually, it wasn't this location. It was Amazonia Mall. It was up for the franchise out because they had another location at Amazonia Mall. And she contacted me and asked me, "Hey, Ticia, somebody reached out to me to do this, but remember she was focusing on her spa.
Yes.
Well, she do have a background of from foods, but remember she ventured off in a different direction. So she's into this her spa and so on. This is something you can do. I said, ask me if I'm interested. I said, well, of course, why not? This is exactly what I want. And then it was already prepared. I didn't have to come in and do
You didn't have to cook. You
anything.
didn't have
I
to
didn't have
do.
to prepare the place. I didn't have to do nothing. I had to just come with my hands and my skills. And then she put me onto the contact person. We made contact with the Georges brothers. We went back and forth with our interviews and stuff. And then yes, they were among myself. There were two other candidates that they were interviewing for the spot. Your friend is a talker. Your
Of
friend
course.
talk show
Of
you
course.
win.
Of course. We could go anywhere as long as we know the Queen's English. As long as we know the Queen's English, we're good to go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So I think well I reached out to a friend of mine, Marielle Bristol, because at the time, she and I too, we were talking about, hey, we got to do something, we want to think. And then she was talking about, we should get a truck, a food truck. And so so while we were having that discussion, and then this came along, I said, you know what? I contact her. I said, hey, something come up. We think this is something that you want. We can look at it together. So we went to the brothers together and they were in favor of us, what we were offering. We got the place. So she is a partner with me on this. And yeah, here I am today, realizing my dream. And it looked like I will be able to retire at 50 after all with my restaurant. God bless. All thanks to Creator.
So somebody's asking where are you located. So let me just give y'all what this woman is talking about. As in she just get called and this da 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 da. Look. This looks familiar to you, so this is where we are.
Right alongside KFC drive through.
Quality. Brewster's
Brewster's. Yep.
ice cream.
Show them
Quality.
the logo when you come in from the back entrance. It's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Right there, right there. Movie town. Movie town. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Tizia,
Oh my.
you're giving me chills because I was talking to a friend the other day, and I'm gonna reference Moti for the rest of my life. When I came home, in 2017, Moti at the time had this furniture factory on the East Coast,
Uh-huh.
really end to end, so line top to highway
Okay.
property, and he was selling it. So when I met him, he said he just needed sold. He just needed sold. He got some financial difficulties, and he wants this thing. He wants it. He wants it gone
Yes, he
because he
just
needs
wanted
the
money.
money. And I saw the property, and I saw the potential in property, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna bring people. This was my very short stint in real estate, by the way. Yes, real estate is something I love, but it's out of hand right now. Anyway, And I spoke to Moti. Moti said he wants to sell it. Hands down, just
That's it.
he wants it gone because it's costing him money. He's not getting the benefit from it, and he's in a financial bind. I told Moti, I said, "You don't know what's coming. I know what's coming. Do not sell this place." He said, "No, but I got to sell it. I got to rent it. I got to do something." I said, "Moti, bear straight. Do not sell this place." So I started bringing people to buy. I started bringing people to rent. Anyway, I think maybe my energy and his energy. I didn't want it sold. I didn't want it rented. So nobody rented
I
it.
can go. Yeah, yeah.
Nobody rented
Nobody
it.
rented.
Nobody sold.
Buying.
Nobody buy. Every time I brought somebody, I think I took maybe 5 different companies there. One was actually Frank's International, so they're ex pro now. All oil and gas companies, all companies that you know,
It by
have a
thing, yeah.
pocket.
Yeah.
I at the time he was entertaining a company that was opening or wanted to open a call center. Perfect location for that. It fell through. Whatever it was, it didn't work out. So there Moti and I, Moti's desperate. Eventually we lose touch. Never really lost touch, but just,
Yeah, yeah.
went about our own lives.
Pull, pen, pull.
And then I saw Moti like 2 or 3 Saturdays ago. And Moti says to me, you know, when we met, things was bad. I was like, yeah, things was bad, bro. He's like, but I'm glad you tell me that I shouldn't sell his place. I was like, okay, good. Update me. Moti says he's paid off his mortgage, debt free. He's closing down that furniture factory now. He's doing import and export. He's thriving in that business. He's since at the time he his major concern was he needed to pay his daughter's school fees. She's studying abroad, and his son's fees studying abroad as well. And he was just in dire straits. But he said he just decided that he was not gonna stay home anymore, and he was going to. He realized being where the problem was the best thing. So instead of staying home, he started going to the factory, started to seeing things that he could change, things that he could improve. And from one thing led to the other. And he never rented that place, never sold that place, never got a tenant, never got a dime. But 5 years later, still managed to land on his feet. Why is that important? I told you, I've moved from one thing into nothingness.
Nothing. Yeah.
And I'm sitting here now going, what do I want to do? There's so many options because, of course, the paradox of opportunity is that if you have so many opportunities, it then becomes difficult to choose one. And I'm just saying to myself, you know what? I am not going to be home anymore and just not doing anything. I'm just going to get out.
I am going to agree with you with
I'm
both
just
parts.
going to get out.
When I was at home, I was at home. Nothing happened.
Nothing
I
happened.
was home.
Yeah.
What can possibly happen? You're home. Who are you gonna meet?
Nobody.
Who is going to who's gonna see you?
Not a soul.
Nobody will call.
No. No.
So I had to come out. And when I came out, sometimes I literally leave my home and just go out living. I leave my home and I would go. I used to like go to bistro or
Right,
spot for
right.
a cocktail.
Right. I got it. Yes. You're in the environment.
Or
You're in the place.
Oasis, and that's I used to just leave home to just do that or just drive somewhere. And when I started leaving home and I started sharing my thoughts, and that's the next thing to you share your thoughts.
You share your
If your
thoughts.
thoughts are always in
These
there,
are never
nobody-
thoughts that I've ever shared, by the way. So, to be sharing them on live, it's wild. But here we are. This is what we're doing today.
And doing that, they get to know what I want, where it was headed. So while it came for me,
Yes.
but it didn't come direct to
To
me.
me, somebody in your network,
Somebody in my
knew.
network that knew what I wanted hey, when this opportunity presented itself, they will quick they will quick think about me.
Yes.
Because hey, this is a so and you stay home, keep my thoughts to myself, keep everything, who will know? And then sharing it, not just sharing it wildly and loosely, sharing it to where it really matters. Who can really help you?
Who could really help you?
Who
Who could
can
say
really help
something?
you?
Who could do
Yes.
something?
And in
This
doing
is
that,
so
it
true.
yeah, and in doing that, this is where I am today. So Livy just hand this thing to me, tell me, hey, the girl called, and I reached out to the girl, and then she passed me on to the George's brothers. Asafa is his name. He called me. I spoke with him, and we went back and forth. And then one time, girl, there was a frustration phase that kicked in.
Oh God.
One time, nothing. Everything went dead
Full stop.
for months. I didn't hear back from them. I didn't. I said, hey, look, listen. If this thing is going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm going to just focus somewhere else. So while it went dead, no conversation,
Silent.
nothing, everything I said, hey, this is going to happen. But I got to do something.
Yes.
So I get up and I continue looking. As I was looking, I saw a few spaces. And I look around and what I wanted to build, what I was looking for, no, this couldn't give me
This
that.
isn't it.
And then even if I did take it, it would have taken a lot of building to what I wanted, and I didn't have money to do that.
Correct.
So I didn't look at that. But then sitting there, leaving it all over to God, and hey, God, you
But
work
also
everything
trying.
happen.
No, but also
No, there is a
trying.
time. There is a time when you're gonna trust God. Trust Him and leave it alone.
And leave it alone. I like
And
that.
when I trust God, after I remember I was trying, it came, and then what
Silence.
happened? Silence. Okay.
The last trimester.
That was the last right.
The last trimester. He's like, get it
And
out.
then I said, I leave it. I said, God, if this is it, it's gonna work. Look, just leave it alone. Look at something else. Pop! I'm sitting there in the chair. The phone rang. That's half a call. I said, okay, this is God. Okay, this is really happening. And then everything moved from there. Bob,
Fast, 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 fast,
fast,
fast,
fast,
fast.
fast, fast, fast. I had to trust God where I couldn't trace Him. I had to leave it alone. Yes, you do have to try, but when you're trying and you're getting nowhere, that is the time when you leave it completely to Him. And that time when I left it completely to Him and I talked to Him, I linked in His hand, everything worked out after that. And now here I am. And let me tell you, I have done some work. I have not done a lot. I've not done exactly everything that is supposed to be done, but I'm going to tell you, I have seen significant growth from the time I've been here, just because of the food, the service that people come here. I ain't gonna tell you, I was just saying. So yeah, yes. Ah, yeah. Ah, our breakfast in the morning. Ah, people come from all over on the way to work and they stop for breakfast because we're the only person opens in the morning. For
What time do you
breakfast.
open?
We open at 8. So we open at 8, but breakfast is there. You can at 7:30. There is something you must can
You
get
can
because
have.
you can because we start cooking since 5 something in the morning. So breakfast is by 8 o'clock. The whole line is full. Breakfast is out. My new addition that I'm focusing on, you see, we have this lovely terrace out
Yes,
here.
yes, yes.
Where we're actually sitting right now, it's underused. So this is the next thing I'm focusing on. Getting this up where so persons can come and enjoy the outside in the evening, enjoy the outside.
Can I
in
tell
the
you something? I
morning.
need some music because
There's music inside yet, but yes,
I
and
know.
I'm working on putting some music outside, yes.
If you could get a little bit about
How
music,
would you think is going to work?
get
To
me
make
some
this work?
music and
Yes.
some
And
decor.
you have your
And
point outside.
you know what? Let me give you a little tip. So I used to work in the restaurant industry in Trinidad. And some would say I worked my way up, but forget the up part. Up wasn't as good as working at the bottom, but anyway. Because of the moolah. So the people know something. Because of the anyway.
At the bottom is
The
ours.
bottom was
The tip, the tip, the tip,
the tips, the tips. But anyway, so one of the things we used to do when I was on it, when I was hosting as a hostess, you would set your station up right here, right at the door. And there's a trick we used to do. We used to intimidate people into coming into the store. So what you'd do is you'd see someone walking by and you'd stare at them intensely. And then
I shut
they
the comment.
then they would want to talk to you again. And then because you're staring at them, they're like, it's almost a human psychology thing where they're uncomfortable and they want to say something to you, but you're not saying anything.
Yeah, you just look.
You're just looking at them
Yeah, yeah.
in their eyes, and then they look at you and they're like, and at sometimes, if you were really good at this, because all of us did it, if you were really good, sometimes you just look them in the eyes and you'd lead them into the restaurant, door open, and you'd lead them inside. And it's like, I didn't plan to come, because sometimes what would happen, because you're staring them down, they'd look at the sign
And
and
now
their brain would be like,
curiosity, and then they can't help but come
and then sometimes you just open the door
and lead them.
and you're leading them in.
Nice.
And on the inside, there's another hostess. So she's like, "Hi, good day, welcome to."
No, you just arrest them. They don't even know.
And they're
how to
like,
leave.
"Can I just see the menu?" Like, "Can I just see the menu?" And then they'd look at the menu, and sometimes they buy something,
Sometimes they.
or sometimes they just, I've never had sushi, or I've never.
This is a great time to try.
And then they're
You know,
just
sometimes what I do, then we have the inner door that connects to the mall.
right.
So sometimes persons are passing by, and then they would stop and they look because they never came in before.
Correct.
And then they would look and they would think, I said, and I'm looking at them, I engage, because they see, you're looking. So then I would say, then they would turn to go away. So, come, you can come in, come, you come
dare
in
you?
and see.
Look
How
at
you gonna
me.
know where you want if you don't come inside?
How dare you look
And
at
they
me
would
and walk
laugh,
away?
and they would laugh, and I'm gonna tell you, 9 out of 10 times they buy something.
Get a
Either they
hostess.
buy a pastry or they buy the ice
Get a
cream,
hostess.
and they do buy.
Get a hostess. Because when I tell you there was a marked difference between those days when you had a hostess and those days when you didn't.
Uh-huh.
So being in the restaurant industry taught me a few things. One, hostess is important.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying this now, so if y'all see her start doing it, you know where it came from, but I'm gonna be happy if she starts doing it. The hostess station, the person that preps the meat, and the person that preps the sauce. Those three people
Mm-hmm.
in the restaurant, the most important players. The hostess, because he or she uh moderates the temperature of the restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
So one, when she's at the door and she's engaging with people and she's bringing people in, it's an inviting, warm welcome, da 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 da.
Mhm.
But also, if the place is too crowded, she then says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a 5 minute wait, or we're
Yeah,
a little
right,
crowded
right,
now.
right,
Could
right.
you? I'd recommend you going and coming back, or
Mhm.
something like that." But then there's also an inverse relationship to that as well. There are sometimes when you want the restaurant to seem a little more elite than before, than it normally is perceived as.
Mm-hmm.
Your hostess will then stop people at the door. Just 1 second. Check her reservation.
I get you.
I
get that, I
do you
get
have a reservation? And like, no. Oh, just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can seat you.
Oh my God.
Listen, the restaurant wasn't any bigger than this.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is we were serving sushi when sushi had become
Yeah, yeah.
trendy.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. But you have a cafe, and cafes are trendy right now in Guyana, so why not?
And I have a personal topic. People, when they think about cafe, you think, oh, it's just coffee. I'm gonna tell you this.
Do y'all have coffee?
Yeah, we do have coffee. Let me tell you
I
this.
didn't know y'all had coffee. I
This,
for the
no,
coffee ice cream.
listen. This is
I
me
had
telling
coffee
you.
ice cream on
I'm
Monday.
getting your. When you said you were coming over, I said I'm getting your coffee ready. I came with suddenly excitement so much.
You forget
Oh
about
my
the coffee.
goodness, I'm gonna have the girl.
Girl, it's
This
fine.
too coffee. No, you must have your coffee. We have one of the best coffee that I must tell you. So you can't leave without having the coffee.
All right. All right. Are there options for
Yes,
the
there
milk?
are. Yes, there is oatmeal and full cream.
Ah, no almond.
Almond. Oh no.
No almond. All right. Fine. We
So
will
you gotta
live
do
with
some
that
nice
now.
black coffee then.
I'll do some nice black coffee because I can't take neither of those two things.
Well, you do some nice black
We'll be
coffee.
sick in here.
So the guy, the point was making. The guy, what was talking about?
The
Oh,
hostess.
the guy came. He was like, I never come in this place. I think when you think coffee, I think you think, oh, it's just coffee and some pastry.
Yeah.
He said, I pass this place plenty times and I see quality coffee. I don't tell myself, it's some coffee and some pastry,
Yeah.
common coffee thing.
Yes.
I didn't know you had all of this going on inside here. I said, you see, no man, this is why you got coming.
You know, also the
So now
matzah.
when you're talking about the
Yeah.
hostess
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
that would have bridged the gap between everybody just thinking that it's just some coffee and pastry they're
Yes.
serving in there because it's a coffee. What else you gonna get? Some jazz music and some coffee and some tea. I want food. I'm not looking for that. So now, so we have pastries. Yes, we do
Yes.
have the pastries. We have ice cream. We have milkshakes and we have breakfast and lunch.
And lunch.
I'm working on the dinner part of things. So in the evening part, let me just share a little bit of insight. I'm not giving away you guys too much, but I'm just sharing a bit of insight. In the evening time, you're going to come and get the coffee vibe that you're looking for now, the little unwind part, where you get to
Yes.
relax.
Yes.
Because during the day, everybody comes for lunch. Everybody comes for lunch. The people that comes in the morning for breakfast, them and others come back for
For
lunch,
lunch.
and they come from all over.
Hmm.
We don't want to take away that from them because this is their go-to spot
This
for
is
a
the
lot of
go-to
people.
spot for Creole food here
Yeah,
in the mall,
in the
especially
mall,
for
yes,
those people who are working in the mall. Because
yes, yes.
I was in Starbucks yesterday, and I just remembered what I went into Starbucks to do, to sit and do. I haven't done yet, but I've done this, which makes it even better. So yesterday when I was there, one of the staff came in and he came with breakfast from somewhere else. Obviously, usually when you work in a restaurant, you eat everything from the restaurant you work in. Sometimes because you can't afford it. Let's all be frank
Yep,
here. Let's
yep,
be frank
yep,
a
yep,
minute.
yep.
And also, you don't want the same thing every day.
You're serving that every
It's
day.
serving not every day. How many lemon slices do you have?
I am going to tell
Enough.
you the staff that came in with the breakfast from somewhere else is right
I know
here.
you came from here. So today,
Everybody comes here. Everybody literally comes here every morning for breakfast. One of the things they say is that you get fresh food every day. And that is a big selling point for us.
right?
All the staff say. When you come here, you get fresh food every day. And yeah, food tastes good. They come. Do you see people eat chicken curry every day? Like literally every day? Literally every day? Well, these people eat chicken curry every day. They come for that. Every day.
Listen.
Chicken curry and roti, chicken curry and
So let me
roti.
tell you something. I haven't had anything to eat from here for a long time, in a long time, in a while, because the one time that I remember eating from here, I thought it was the same as the quality in town. And I love fried rice. I've loved their fried rice since I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
Every holiday, my mom would pick up my cousins who lived on the East Coast, East Bank, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And they would come spend the August holidays with us. And just about at the time before we went back to school, we would have a school shopping day. So we would go to Fogarty's and we'd buy vests, tights, panties, school shirts.
And the quality of the
And then we would walk downstairs. Sometimes we would have something to eat at Fogarty's downstairs.
Right, at Rosebud.
But most times we would go to Quality on the Park and we would buy fried rice, chow mein, the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that being the case, it meant that that's a fond memory for me.
Mm-hmm.
No, the traffic in Georgetown, I'm not promising nobody that I go in there to buy no fried rice. It's not that special. I'll tell you no. Finding park.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
finding parking, I
It
lost.
gets worse from then to now. We get really, really good times. Hello, how are you? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah.
So now, because of the fact that that's a core memory for me, I stop in at the one on Camp Street sometimes. Haven't done that in a long time. But the one time I tried it here, I was disgruntled. I'm not gonna lie, I was disgruntled. I was mad.
You didn't get what you were
I
looking
didn't get what I was looking for. The taste wasn't the same. And I was like, well, something's off because for years those
good
people
luck for
kept that
you.
recipe.
You're here today to get quality fried rice from Quality Movie Town. And you're going to give me a review.
No, so look at me doing food reviews now. What story is this?
You're
I
gonna-
started out with
You
one
now
chai
get,
tea.
you
Tea
now
time.
get back your fried rice. We're going to have your fried rice to go. So, yeah, and you got plenty parking.
Oh, I'm parked all the way across the pond.
Now you got plenty parking. You don't have
You
to
know,
worry
you
about
don't have to
getting
even
your
worry about
parking when you're
parking.
coming to get your fried rice.
This is
No,
so true.
you don't have to worry about parking.
But listen, I could have never
Look at you, look
imagined.
at you.
I'm so sorry.
No, 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 come,
This is
come.
like random life. So this isn't
Yeah,
even
this
a
is just one random life. Hello, everybody. Look who's stopping. Nikita.
Nikita, don't forget to tell them where your business is and what your business does. Don't miss an opportunity to promote, girl.
So we have moved. We're now on Basti Road in Providence over Heroes Highway. So if you want to find me, 604-0914. Say hi, Nicole.
Okay, we didn't come from school. You want to get bubble tea?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
And the day just keeps getting better.
And the girl just keep getting better. Listen, sometimes, indeed, you
She
just
would
have
come
to do
for
the thing.
pastry and her ice cream, bring me. Whenever she would always stop by. And bush tea. She would leave.
What do you
Providence.
mean?
Yeah, man, bush tea.
We got
Nikita
bush-
leaves Providence. Come all the way. No, that time she wasn't in Providence. She was at Diamond.
Right.
Drive from Diamond. TC, you got bush tea or bush tea you got?
TC use a bush tea.
Yeah, man. And she comes and gets her bush tea.
Did you message them about the coffee?
Mm.
No, don't give me coffee.
You want bush tea
I
now?
want the bush tea. I'll tell you something. I have an aunt that has a snack it in John and Ben Street. Has been there. Perry snack it. I will pass there at least 3 times a week
Mm-hmm.
to have a cup of bush tea. Just bush tea.
Yeah, people just come in just for the bush tea. Some people come for the bush tea at night. They come in the morning, they will bush tea. We try to serve at least two different bush tea in the day per day, at least two different flavors. You get either lemongrass and daisy or so they would come like, so what you have today? And what is this one good for? Like bush tea, I haven't had bush tea in like forever. Since I was you hear all kinds of stories. Since I was a child, they used to give me bush tea. This is a good time to try bush tea. They actually taste good, yeah. Yeah. Who think to give you bush tea now?
Just so y'all can see my face, right? because I try to do it at home. So I have a kettle and I buy the bush. There's a particular auntie on Starbrook. I go by on Friday afternoons to buy the bush and you put it in the kettle and you boil it and blah, blah, blah. Don't ever remember to drink it. I will drink it then when I boil
Then
it.
you buy it, but after
But then
that,
after
you
that,
don't
it's
remember
like,
to drink it. But if you know somebody making the bush tea for you, you can come and get it.
this is too much. This is, to think about, there's a little bit of laziness involved here. But, I mean, I always got some story. Y'all excuse me, I've lived several lives.
You see the
Several.
hassle, you see the hassle to go in the market and get the bush and all of that. It's a hassle. Why go through all the hassle?
I have lived several lives. So, story time. When I was living in Trinidad, one of the things that made me really, 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 really miss home was the fact that I couldn't find bush.
Mm-hmm.
There was no place that you could go and find a lemongrass, a lemongrass. People send you to the market, but somewhere down in the back in the market, and then when you look, they never have it. So for me, when I came home and it was so readily available, I remember telling my uncle, I think he's on live, that we take for granted sometimes the things that we have readily available. Because if you want tisane, there's a tablet. If you want Daisy, there's a tablet.
Hmm.
If you want, everything is in tablet form. Nothing you could just buy and if there's some Trinidadian that come on this thing and say that
And you know, not just we have the bush tea, we have them in the tea bag form, the dalgety. I don't know if you know the dalgety
yes,
brand.
there's
We got the
Dalgety.
meringue, the mango leaf, the even the chai latte tea in the tea bag, the mint. There's a variety of different bush that you can get in the tea bag as well. That you can get in those same herbal tea.
How did we end up here?
I don't know. It's just Facebook. We didn't know. I wake up this morning. I didn't know I was going to be on Facebook. I've never been on Facebook and I like doing anything.
No, because the
No,
one
because
time
I'm never that person.
the one time I invited you the time before
You
you like
you
"Yeah,
invited me
yeah,
like
no,
no,
that's fine, no.
You
And that was
never
your
invited me.
permitted stationery.
Yeah, and I didn't.
And you said
And you
no.
arrest me today, and this is how it happened because I've never done this.
I didn't
No.
arrest you. You was the one that said, "Hi, I'm across the pond. I'm across the
I
parking
came across
lot.
the road. Just come over.
Come over." And I'm like, huh? Let's go. And here we are.
Yeah, I never ever.
Ladies and gents,
Mm-hmm.
I think I mean, this is a tea time. I couldn't expect that it would have ended this way or even
Hey, who's complaining?
nobody, I guess. Nobody's coming. We are here at Quality Boosters in Movie Town Mall having a sip and chat. I'll get the bush tea just now. Mind your business. This is a culture. Some people about to say, oh, the bush tea taking long to come. Mind your business. Okay?
The bush tea thing, what?
Long to come. It's not your problem. But I mean, let's just stay to the limit because at this point, first time trying this out, first time being intentional about just getting online and being live. I used to do this in 2020. During the pandemic, this saved my life
Every afternoon.
every afternoon because I was worried about business. My daughter was, I had a newborn.
How is she? Oh my goodness. So remember you had a newborn in that time, yes?
The only reason I know it's 5 years because she's 5 years and she reminds me.
She remind yeah.
She reminds me I have a COVID token. A living life COVID token.
Yeah.
I have a COVID baby. So um it kept me sane. Just something to do
Mm-hmm.
when
Mm-hmm.
the pandemic was doing the absolute most. Also because also because I had a newborn. I couldn't I couldn't take the risks that other people were willing to take at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to be shut in. We had to stay in. And getting on live in the afternoon, literally saved
Uh-huh.
me because they didn't know nothing about. Yes, I have my mom, and she played an amazing role when my daughter was first born. But then at some point, you gotta go home with your
Yeah.
brand new
Yeah.
package. You gotta take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So to keep me sane, I used to come on Facebook Live every afternoon, live at 5. And something for the past couple of months has been saying to keep you sane, just go live
Just
on
go live on Facebook again.
Facebook
And look
again.
who you get. The person who didn't want to come.
They didn't want to come on Facebook for no particular reason. Back in the day, yeah, I think maybe TCA was the one that ended my Facebook lives because she refused to come and she was the last
I
person
did
on
not.
my
Yes,
list.
and I did not come.
Look, y'all lucky Ruth didn't see this yet because
Ruth is
she would have already been in here. Should have already been in here. And I mean,
she would, she would have come out and said, "Tis, you got this live, not."
wow.
She know not me. Behind the scene, I have always played a big. Ruth is there.
No, she's not.
I always play a behind the scene role. I will always be behind the scene. Not
Behind the scene anymore.
I, but I realize I can't do behind the scene anymore. Mm-mm. I got to come out.
I gotta get you on camera.
I got to come out. I can't do behind the
No,
scene
it
anymore.
doesn't
I'm the
work.
type of person I always behind the scene.
No,
And
it's
there's another person that we need to bring out from behind the scene.
Olivia.
Yes.
Olivia.
How we know so good?
I know, and listen to me.
How we know so good? We
When
got to
you
get
said
Livy up.
Livy was there pushing you, that is who Livy is. But
We got to
Livia,
get Livy up from behind
you
the
can't
scene.
get Livia to come out from. You know what? I'll just show up at the spa.
Mhm.
FYI, if anybody has this Anika, send this to Livia. Just send her a little warning. I'm gonna show up at the spa with my little tripod and my iPhone
Look how it's essential highlights.
and my internet connection. Because the same way you were able to save and make a way for TCR, I mean, I guess we can do the same for you.
Yep. Yep.
We're all gonna be on the outside. I'm so
And
sorry.
this is a perfect time to get her because she's in Giftland Mall.
I know she's
And well, she will no longer be in Giftland Mall. She's preparing to move to Duncan Street. So this will be a great time for her
right.
to move with the cameras
I like how we're paying it forward.
from movie town from Giftland to Duncan Street, her newest location. And there's a whole lot of additional stuff that she added to the spa. So this is great for her. Yes, Livy, Ticia calling you out. I come from behind the scene. It's time for you to come from behind the scene now. Yes, I'm calling you out.
Well, it is what it
She's
is.
gonna hate me for this, but that's all right.
Well, it is what it is. We're gonna roll this stone down the hill and pick up speed and momentum. Livia, you're next. I'll see you tomorrow, my darling. I made sure you sent me to Deja Brew. Oh, I have a meeting tomorrow. I'll have the meeting at Deja Brew just so I can support and try out the chai latte.
Yes.
But Olivia,
Olivia.
Livia. Okay. I think this is enough tea time for today.
Yes.
We are just gonna, yeah, we're gonna end it on a good note. Any last words?
Um, uh, just come and try my. Hi, everybody. Just come and try my new location, my new support my new passion. Well, not new passion. It's always been my passion. Just support my new venture. I am located inside the Movie Town Mall. That is in the back parking lot across from Massey supermarket, right next to KFC drive-thru. There's a quality in the boosters. If you're not coming for tea, at least come for ice cream. You can never go wrong with ice cream.
Never go wrong with ice cream. Everybody, as I used to say, bye for now.
Bye bye.
I don't even know. I can't remember how to. Oh, Daisy. Oh, hi, oh, Daisy, darling. Oh, she's like, I miss you. Daughter's good. She is at the age where she's giving me mouth. She is.
Hey, baby.
Guys, I will post here my attempt at this child spelling mother and father last evening. Yeah? Mother was a tragedy. The only thing she didn't spell was murderer. But before she got to the actual thing. But father, one time, got it right. It is what it is, guys. But everybody, bye for now. Quality. We got bush tea. We got from bush tea to ice cream and everything in between.
And everything in between, yes.
Bye for now.